And even in my team, when we bring people over, I ask them, before, even in an interview, super funny. People tell me, you're crazy the way you interview. I tell them exactly what we do, how we do it, and our why, right? Why do we do it? That's so important. And people say, well, you're not going to ask me about my resume. Where did I go to school? I'm like, that's just kind of like, the whipped cream on top of the ice cream. But at the end of that, I want you to know what we do, because if you hate picking up the phone and answering to clients, then that might not be the right job for you. And I build around that. So I would love to hear from you about, how do people change rooms, right? What would be the perfect, or not the perfect, the best guidance for people to change rooms and change that conversation? Of course, with love and empathy, because that's what we all do.
So I'll just give the example that I was in. For years, I was pitching myself to be on the board of directors for the company that I was a chief revenue officer for. And I kept getting the runaround. I get responses like this. You know what? Great idea. We'll circle back on that. Sure, Heather, we'll bring that up at the next board meeting. And then I would never, have the loop closed. So first and foremost, taking emotion out of conversation when you enter into business. You always want to respond in a thoughtful way instead of react in an upset way. So don't give someone else power over you is what I would suggest in any business meeting and in any room that you're going to be in. You really want to be in charge of yourself and in charge of your emotion. But what I would have done if I knew then what I know now is I would have said, all right, let's get some clarity here. I'm confused. That's a great way to handle a difficult situation. I'm confused. Help me to understand why you're not giving me a direct answer on me being elected to the board of directors. What is the obstacle to getting me there? Is it something that's going to happen? Or do we need to have an honest conversation right now? And you let me know this is in the cards for me. Had I known it wasn't, which it wasn't, I would have left, right? I would have started looking for the other room where you want to be in a room where people want you to be there, not where they're tolerating you to be there. I was being tolerated because I performed very well at a high level, but I wasn't wanted at the table. And for you to feel good about who you are, for you to live up to your potential and live your best life, you've got to be at a table where people want you there, don't just tolerate you. So once you realize that you're at a table where you're really not meant to be, you're at the wrong table, then you've got to take action. You've got to elevate yourself. You've got to first and foremost make the decision, I'm going to lead this situation. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. I don't know when it's going to happen, but first get clear on the goal. Then ultimately you want to start giving yourself a timeline. Then you want to back into a plan. What are the action steps that I need to take to get me there? Who do I meet with? Who do I know that could help me to start figuring out which rooms are the better rooms for me, right? Start taking action and doing the work. Start updating your resume. Start posting on LinkedIn. Start reaching out to people that might have jobs or opportunities that you could potentially be interested in. Take those action steps and hold yourself accountable to that ultimate goal in order to find yourself to that next room.
I love it.